Are you a person that's healthy right now and wants to stay healthy, and you're really careful about the types of food that you eat, very careful about all the selections, the amount, and the quality of the foods that you eat, and you also are an individual who likes to eat bread or muffins or even store-bought pastries? Well, in this video, I want to share with you an ingredient that may be undermining all of your well-intentioned efforts. And that ingredient is called potassium bromate. Potassium bromate. It uh, it replaced iodine back in 1914. They started putting it in all of the baked goods and in many store-bought flours that you get today as well. It's in a lot of pastries across the board. It's called potassium bromate. It was discovered in 1982. They did some research on some lab rats and they found out that it was a known carcinogen, Now, you're not a lab rat, so what have you got to worry about, right? Well, the International Agency on Research of Cancer, they stated that it is the International Agency for Research on Cancer stated it's possibly carcinogenic to humans as well. Now, one drop of water on a rock really doesn't make a hole, but if you continue to hit that rock in the same area with drops of water over and over and over again, eventually you're going to develop a hole in that rock. Well, what's that got to do with you and your health and eating rolls and whatnot? You might be thinking that, just eating the little amount that I eat or the little amount that's in what I eat may not amount to much. However, when you think about how much you eat over the years, breads with your meals, muffins, pastries that you're eating, flour that might be used in making pies, and all of the delicacies that we ingest over time, it could be that you're building up more and more and more of that potassium bromate in your system to the point where now it is toxic and leaching into your body, and it's causing a reaction, a pathogen to develop that we call cancer. Now, this is what's really interesting. The FDA, when they learned about this back in the 80s, they encouraged, and I put that in quotes because they didn't mandate, they encouraged the bakeries and the commercial entities that were producing these goods to voluntarily stop the usage of potassium bromate. Well, that went over like a lead balloon. You can only imagine how how little that was followed when they were asked to voluntarily do it. Well, they didn't volunteer to do it because it's a very cheap entity and it's mass produced and they can put it in a lot of things, and by doing that they can make a greater margin of profit as well. What also is interesting to note is that potassium bromate in baked goods and in flours is illegal in the European Union. It's illegal in Canada. It's illegal in Brazil. It's illegal in Peru. It's illegal to be used in China. But in the good old USA, for whatever reasons, it's not illegal. The makers of these items have just been asked to voluntarily discontinue the use thereof, and they haven't done so. So what's happening is now people that are ingesting these foods, this is another culprit amongst all the others that we are inundated with and exposed to. This potassium bromate is just another thing, another chemical that, unbeknownst to the consumer, he or she may be ingesting, that is contributing to their potential of developing cancer down the road. Look, I hope that you found this video informational. What you need to do is become judicious in reading the labels and looking down there in the ingredients and seeing if potassium bromate is listed. And if it is, I might suggest to you that you put that product down and search out a product like it, only without the potassium bromate in its recipe. Hey, once again, and as always, I want to thank you for watching this video. And until the next one, and as always, God bless.